Dupre Elementary, just here behind me, is not just an elementary school. It's a very important piece of their neighborhood. It's a community center. It's a historical artifact that they say attracts people to this neighborhood. And they worry today that if they were to lose that it would accelerate the decline that they've seen in other neighborhoods that lose their schools. And they tried their best to maintain this small, intimate learning environment that Dupre affords them today. But the board did vote 5-1 to close this school down, and we spoke with the parents and with the Board of Trustees to find out what that decision was about and what the future of Dupre holds. Before Lubbock ISD closed its oldest school today, passionate protests from its community.
It will not benefit any of the students at LISD and not any of the students in Dupre.
So I'm asking you to model character so that my daughter, our children watch you and see what it looks like.
Which is it, Dr. Rollo? What's the real reason why we are so gung-ho on closing Dupre Elementary?
But the board says the numbers just can't sustain the elementary school, and this decision is the best for the kids.
I mean, nobody feels great about having to make a decision like this, but I do think it's the best one that we can make right now for the biggest number of LISD students.
Lubbock ISD's enrollment has declined every year for at least the last decade. More than a fifth of its students lost since just 2015, and Dupre has suffered the worst of that trend. Now under 200 students, Dupre has lost a third of its enrollment in the last 6 years. That means many of the people kids rely on, like counselors and librarians, are only part-time. The board says there's more opportunity at bigger schools.
I think that you'll find over time that we can offer more services to those students, more wraparound services like counseling, like additional specialized instruction in a larger school in terms of student population than we've been able to do at Dupre.
For the parents, though, they say this change is just another hardship after a difficult 2 years of pandemic learning. For them, community is much more important than consolidating.
Our kids aren't asking for a full-time counselor. They're not asking for a full-time librarian. They're asking for a small school where they're known, where they're seen.
So what's next for the kids here at Dupre Elementary? Well, all of the students currently enrolled will be transferred to one of either Brown or the new Carmona Harrison, and they will have the choice to decide what is best for them, which school they want to transfer into, and whichever one they choose, the district will be providing transportation for those kids from this neighborhood. Now, they say this may not be the easiest transition for these young kids, but the education will be better at these bigger schools in the long run. And if you're wondering what happens next to this beautiful historic building, well, it's not going anywhere either. The district is going to hold on to this. They say they plan to convert it into another form of educational purpose building, but those plans are still up in the air. Reporting from Dupre Elementary, Ryan Chandler, KAMC News.